Hi guys, I'm back. I'm back. Oh, anyway, before I start doing any reading, I went and I looked it up. I went into the box and got out my book, Gospel Doctrine. That's an important book. Anyway, I went ahead and looked up. First, I looked up God's time, and it popped up and it said to look at time. So that's where I went. I went to look at time, and I found the segment that is named Time. And I was just going to read you that one little part, but maybe it's really, I don't think it's very big. I could probably read the whole thing. Problem is, it's not really a problem. It's a good thing. But what you guys ought to do is move that. Get a pencil and paper, pen and paper, whatever, if you know about the scriptures, because what this is going to do is give us references to go to read. But it'll also be reading it. So it's up to you whether you believe it or not, or whether you need to go look it up. And let me see what it says here. It's Bruce Armour Conkey. Oh my goodness. You know, I was looking through the books that I got from Mom and Dad's that I wanted to keep. And I would have kept them all if it was possible. And I sure hope my brother got the work and the glory, because I was going to go back and get it. I think I got a memory that he was going to, so I didn't do it. It's missing one volume. It's missing the very first volume. And there are movies out, too, called The Work and the Glory. Okay? But what's my point? I do not know what my point is. I was talking about trusting it. And then I read that it's Bruce R. McConkie. Mormon Doctrine is by Bruce R. McConkie. This is the second edition, 1966 is what I've got here. And it's one of my Papa Bear's books that he had written in. But see, some of the things that are important to me slipped right by. He didn't understand some of the things I said to him. And then, in his usual manner, kind of made fun of me or just, he didn't see the need to know that. See, here's the thing. There's probably not a need to know that. It's just that I like to delve into things, you know. So anyway, what should I do? Maybe I should read that whole thing. But see, the main thing is in this one scripture down here. I'm just going to read the whole thing because it's not very long. And I want you guys to pay attention. And I don't know where you can read this. This is not in the scriptures. The thing you need to do is have pen and paper down, because I will be giving you scriptures where to go look to read. Okay, but we're not going to do a lesson, Linda. I mean, not what I would call a full lesson, because if so, we would look those up together, okay? I don't know if this book is in print, called Mormon Doctrine, but I have bought it several times on Amazon. So it's used, usually. But sometimes a used book is just like brand new because they haven't delved into it. Over here, next to what I'm looking up, is thrones. And then it says, see crowns, exaltation, judgment day, kings, priestesses, priests, queens. In the eternal sense, thrones are reserved for exalted persons who rule and reign as kings and queens in the highest heaven of the celestial world. It is in such a sphere, I can't say the word, S-P-H-E-R-E, you know, round circle like the earth, sphere. Imagine I could do it if I had my teeth, I just don't know. But anyway, it's a round thing like the earth, okay? It is in such a sphere that God, even the Father, reigns upon his throne forever and ever. And that's in Doctrine and Covenants 76, verse 92. And also Revelation 20, verse 11. Did you get that? I know I was talking fast. If you got your pen and paper ready, okay, just write D and C. It's Doctrine and Covenants, okay? So D and C, section 76. So you can just put a 76 and then put one of those colons and then put 92. It's verse 92. Okay, and then we're going to go to Revelation, which is in the New Testament. And we're going to go to chapter 20, verse 11. I hope you got that. Just stop it and hold it in that spot. Rewind it a little bit. Okay. After Christ has presented up the kingdom to his Father, then shall he be crowned with the crown of his glory, to sit on the throne of his power and reign forever and ever. That's Doctrine and Covenants. So that's D&C 76, verse 108. Then shall all those who are joint heirs with him, who have been crowned with the glory of his might, and made equal with him. That's Doctrine and Covenants. So you just write D&C 88. So that's section 88, verse 107. Then shall they also sit upon their thrones, and even sit down with our Lord on his throne. To him that overcometh will I grant to sit with me in my throne, even as I also overcame and am set down with my Father in his throne. That's Revelation 3:21. And you guys know that Revelation is in the New Testament. It's the very last book, and you're not in in the New Testament. Okay. Enoch foresaw this state of exaltation and said, Thou art God, thou hast made me and given unto me a right to thy throne. And that's in Moses 7, verse 59. I'm going to stop right there. I don't think this Moses is in the Old Testament. I mean, Moses is in the Old Testament, but I don't know if it's one of the books, okay? But it is a book in the Pearl of Great Price. And you can find that book on that free app, okay? Pearl of Great Price is one of our scriptures. And so you can find that on that free app. I know I repeated myself, but did you get it? Anyway, it's called Moses, Moses, and it's chapter 7, verse 59. And Moses does not have very many chapters, so that must be getting close to the end or something. Unless there is a Moses in the Old Testament, I just don't know that there is. I mean, I know his books are there, or some of his books are there. There's a lot of talk about the first 5 books of Moses. Well, that's what these ones are in the Pearl of Great Price. Okay. Well, if I keep reading this, then I'm not going to want to read the other thing. Okay, it says, in token of their kinship, sovereignty, and dominion, exalted beings shall sit on thrones in eternity. All thrones and dominions, principalities, and power shall be revealed and set forth upon all who have endured valiantly for the gospel of Jesus Christ. And here we have Doctrine and Covenants, section 121, verse 29. Then it says, Abraham hath entered into his exaltation and sitteth upon his throne, as also have other righteous saints of former ages. And that's in Doctrine and Covenants, section 132, verse 29, and also verse 37. In the day of judgment, when the saints shall judge angels. 1 Corinthians 6:3. That's in the New Testament. Okay, so 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 3. They shall sit upon thrones. I saw thrones, and they sat upon them. John recorded, and judgment was given unto them. That's Revelation 20, verse 4. The 12 who were with Christ in his ministry shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And that's Matthew chapter 19, verse 28. And that's all there is to that. But the thing I was going to read was down here where it's talking about time. That's going to make me go a long time. But maybe it'll be okay. It's 1:48. I know I'm getting distracted. I saw this yesterday and then I couldn't see it anymore. See, it's taking me right away from what I'm doing. This is that. Yeah, I've already dealt with that. It was a comment. Such a nice comment. From someone you would not expect to get a comment from. I didn't quite know how to answer it, so I didn't answer it as I would have. But still, I answered it. And I'm going to copy it again. See, I copied it. Did a screenshot of it yesterday. And then the next time I went over to try to see it, I couldn't find it anywhere, so I'm glad I did. You know, it's like it came for a second to give me a little jolt, and then it left. Just that fast. But I did get to see it. And I did copy it too. So at least I still have it to see, even if it's not there on my books. Okay, well that's exciting. I hope it shows up. Let's see. You people out there, I mean, I wrote it in a comment. My last video that I did got copyrighted because I went over a minute on a song. I had like Alexa playing it.
I missed something. Can you say it again?
It's okay.
I really appreciate that.
Love her. You guys don't be mean to her. She's wonderful. Okay, so she's just right over there real close and can hear everything I say. That's a little scary. But I forget what I was going to say. I had this other thing I wanted to read to you guys, is what it was. And I was talking about a comment that I had. It was really sweet. And it did take me away, just like it just did again. So what happens is there's a list of things, notifications that come out on my phone, and it'll show up. And then if I haven't cleared them off, it'll still show up, I guess. And so it was like seeing it again for the first time. Strange. Stranger things have happened, but I'm not sure exactly where it was. So anyway, what I was trying to tell you is I got copyrighted on my last video. And so we didn't, what makes me upset is I don't like to lose my views or my comments or stuff, but I did. I went ahead and deleted that video. And what I did was I went back to the video because I still had it on my camera roll, and I edited it. So I took the very last part off. So you really don't lose much except for my views and my comments. And they were Linda commented, twice at least. But just wanted you to know I redid it. It's the same video, but if you looked at it the first time, I won't get that because I deleted it. The first 5 views, which doesn't seem like a whole lot, but it is to me. Oh, I gotta take this off. Nancy's house is a big 2-story house, and it's a big, wide open plan. So it heats up the whole thing at one time, okay? And what happens is heat rises, and I'm on the 2nd floor. So when I go downstairs, I dress to be warm, but what I do is, I know I'm scattering. I had gotten words of advice from somebody, might have been online, said if you are dealing with menopause and hot flashes, then this is how you dress. You dress in layers so that at any given time you can pull off your clothes and still have something left on. So that happens to me a lot. Ugh, what a pain. So anyway, I'm at 16 minutes. Maybe I could go ahead and read another one, or maybe I should stop. This one has to do with thrones. Okay, I think I'll stop, and then I'll do another one on time. And I'm glad I could find that book. I found it, and I haven't used it. And then all of a sudden I'm going, oh, I need to straighten that out because I had the time factor wrong. Okay. I was trying to tell you guys about God's time versus our time, and it's really true. So, in the Mormon doctrine, it gives you places to go look it up in the Old Testament, I think in the New Testament, and in Doctrine and Covenants. I'm not sure about anywhere else, but I just read it to you on thrones. I haven't read time yet. I'm going to leave it for itself. And I am going to probably just shut this down so that you can have a real short video instead of a real long one. Ah, I'm so hot. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you very much for not being upset that I'm not so professional, okay? It's the words that you need. And I know beauty draws attention, and I should do better, but I just feel like it's more important to get the words out. I should be doing better. I could make myself look a lot better, but I just don't want to. If that makes any sense. Down the road a piece I will. Okay, I will do better. But you know, that means a lot of things. I could dress better. I could dress spiffy. And then I don't know if I could do anything with my hair. I would like for my hair to look better. And then I would like for my mouth to look better. I just wish I had my own teeth, you know. And I guess that's possible, but boy, that would be terrible for him to put permanent teeth in and not do it right. My girlfriend's son just got a full mouth of permanent teeth, and they went to Mexico to do it. It was going to be $40,000 to $50,000 here, and they got it done for $14,000 there. I mean, 14 is still a heck of a lot of money. However, beats the heck out of what they want to charge you in America. You might want to find a friend in Mexico or talk to your friends and see if anybody has connections. Because my friend didn't have that connection. She had a relative who had that connection. But I'm really happy for you, Nick. I'm jealous too. And I know he went through a lot. He went through a lot of pain because I guess he was swollen pretty big time, you know, after they took all his teeth. And I don't know, he might not have had any teeth, but getting them put up in you and stuff, which I think entails screws. Anyway, I can't even imagine, don't want to imagine. Here I am talking about stuff I'm not supposed to. Like, I forget what I was talking about before. That's what I'm trying to say. I scatter around all my things. I just wanted you to know that last video, your comments and your likes got deleted. And if you know that you had listened to it already, you can come back and do that. It's not important, really. Just know that that's why it's missing, okay? And I was doing something. Okay, I am. I'm going to shut her down, and then I'll come back and do that.